Hello guys, welcome. Today we are going to discuss a problem in Codechef August long challenge, that is chef and linear chess. I hope that you have read the question at least once. So let us see what the question says. Basically, chef and one of some players are playing a game called linear chess. It is a one-dimensional board. So chef has his pawn at some square. Let us say that square as kth square, and there are many persons whose pawns are at their respective positions. Now we need to find which person's pawn is able to capture chef's pawn in minimum number of moves. Here, move is defined as moving pawn from their current position to current position plus position where the pawn is located at starting of the game. So here they have given as move the pawn from its current square pi square forwards, that is from a square s, it means the current position. This player's pawn is moved to the square s plus pi. So this is all about the question. And we need to find starting square of the person that can beat chef's pawn in minimum number of moves. If we can't find the solution, we have to output as -1. So let us see the input. They will give the number of test cases, and t test cases follows as the first line contains n and k. N means number of persons, k means the square of chef's pawn. The second line consists of n space separated integers p1, p2 and so on pn. It means the squares of persons. So let us see the test cases. Let us consider n as 5 and chef's pawn is located at 10th square. Here n equals to 5 means the number of persons are 5 and the pawns of persons are at 1, 2, 5, 4 and 8. Let us consider this case. So let us see for the first person how many moves it will take for that person to capture the chef's pawn. So if he is at the first square, then in the next move he will move to second square. So that is 1 plus 1 because the current position is at first square and he can move one position ahead. So in the first move he can move to square 2. And in the next move, it means 2 plus 1 which is 3. He can move to third square. And next he can move to fourth square. Next he can move to fifth square. And likewise it takes him 9 moves to move to 10th square. So he can definitely capture the chef's pawn. And let us write here, he will take 9 moves to capture the chef's pawn. And let us say for the second person. In the first move, he can move to fourth square because 2 plus 2 equals to 4. And in the next move, he can move to sixth square. And in the next move, he can move to 8th square. And in the next move, he can capture chef's pawn. So it will take 4 moves to capture the chef's pawn. And let us see for the next person, it is 5. In the next move, he can move to 10th square. It means he has captured the chef's pawn. So he has taken only one step, one move. And let us see for the next person whose pawn is at 4th square. So in the next move, he can go to 8th square. And in the next move, he can move to 12th square. So he get ahead of the chef's pawn. So this person can't capture the chef in any number of moves. So let us see for the next person whose pawn is at 8th square. So in the next move he can go to 16th square, which is beyond the square of chef's pawn. He also cannot make any number of moves to capture the chef's pawn. So to capture the chef's pawn we have only first person, second person and third person. And we have to output the person who has minimum number of moves. So we output as 5 because he takes only one move. So the output will be 5. So this is all about the explanation of question and test cases. Clearly we can say that if the value of square of chef span is exactly divisible by square of person span, then we can make moves to capture chef span. So that is if k mod a of I is equals to 0. Capture this chef span. And also remember that we have to output the person who has minimum number of steps. So let us write this as k by a of I. Need to make this expression as minimum because this expression gives the number of moves that person make. So if a of I is maximum, then we can surely make k by a of I as minimum. So this is the logic to solve this problem. So let us write the code for this. So first I am scanning the number of test cases and then I am taking the number of persons, that is n, and let us take the square of chef span as k. I am taking the array to store the values of squares of the person spans. And let us scan that. And if k is not divisible by any of the person square, then we need to output -1. So I am taking the variable c and I am checking if k is divisible by any of the array elements or not. So we can write this as k mod a of I equals to 0. Then let's say c equals to 1. And next, if c equals to 0, it means k is not divisible by any of the value of array elements. Then we need to output -1 because we can't make any number of moves to capture the chef span. Else, now we need to take the a of I as maximum value and it should divide the k exactly. So I am taking the max as least minimum value first so that we can compare with the elements. I am running through the loop and if k mod a of I equals to 0, then we need to check the maximum value of the array elements also. So if a of I is greater than max, then I am taking max as a of I. And then we have to output. We have to output the maximum, that is max. So let us run for the sample test cases. So we need to get 5 as answer. So the output is correct. And let's run the code. And hopefully we got the correct answer. So it is an easy solution. So thank you guys for watching.